All right, another nice day out here. It's Saturday. Getting a start on these hip boards. As you can see, it's quite high because we've got 6-foot roll-up sides. But I made this cool little jig here. One, so that I can make sure that each one of my hoops are going to be 4 feet on center between each of them. So I got it's a 16-foot 2x4. And I've just put 2 scrap pieces on each side so that you basically can sandwich the pole. I pre-measured down so that it was 4 feet in center. Went to the next one, did the same thing to sandwich it, and then same thing again here. So at least that way I can span 2 full hoops as I put up these boards, keeping them all properly lined up. So I'll take this and basically just move it down. I'm also using that to help keep level so that when I put my board I can just rest it up there, since we are working up 6 feet up off the ground. So that'll make things a little bit easier here. We'll get started and see how we progress. Yeah, so here's another look at that jig that I made. It's just a 16-foot piece of 2x4. I've got it 3 spots here where I just used some offcuts 2x4 to make sure that I could slip the piece of top rail right in the middle. And then I measured so that I knew between that point and that point it was 4 feet on center. So again, lines up right there, right and nice tight. And then what that allowed me to do is to sit that up there, and it kept all 3 hoops nice and aligned so that they were all 4 foot on center. That way, whenever I put my other board up there, I didn't have to try to move the poles or measure. This really helped hold those up, those hip boards up on the hoop as well, just because it was, pretty 6 feet up there. We were on ladders, and definitely a lot easier and a lot safer. Well, we got all the hip boards and all the baseboards done, so look at that.
Yay!
And that side all done. So let's go out here so you can see down like the one side of this. You can see how nice, and look how straight that lined everything up. So it's a pretty nice straight line now, and really what it does, it brings all of these hoops together so that everything becomes more rigid. They can't be racked back and forth this way. With the jig also, it's perfectly spaced, 4 feet on center. So now at the top will be the next step, is we will go up there with the ridge pole and purlins. So basically this acts as the same thing as that hip board, but it's just the metal top rail that goes in there. So we'll have 3 points. We'll have one here, here, and here, and those will run the length of the hoop house. So again, it just adds the rigidity and keeps it from flexing from all the wind. So that's it for today. We're gonna meet Priya and Lara at the vineyard and have some wine.